y'all. Well, I hate to say it, but kind of basically a lot of the things they were saying are things I'm expecting. I'm most definitely thinking we should see more of Fable. You'll definitely probably see some Gears. I don't know if you're going to see Halo. That's a little bit more... Xbox has not been super supportive of like a lot of the Halo stuff as of late, so... If you guys could, please do let me know how audio is. Let me know if it's too loud or too low. I'm really glad I ate before, because I don't want to be eating during the main event. I was actually going to eat before going live, and my food was late. It was late by like half an hour. I normally don't like to eat like live on stream. Outer Worlds!
I'd care that the colony is in disarray. We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources.
I thought this was supposed to be shown at the end.
But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism. Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and red. Every last bit of my way. Every last bit that I'm
Looks very Outer World 1, onesie.
Every last bit that I save is intended for you.
Why are they showing this now? I thought they were supposed to do a whole event afterwards.
Although the cost may be high,
No.
one day I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and burning for you.
An adventure made for capitalism.
Oh, it comes out in my
capitalism.
birthday month.
Inflate our impressions
Lucky me.
and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
Uh-oh. All right, here we go.
Premiere.
They got that out of the way. What are we showing here?
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzapro.
Oh, this game. It's a sequel? But is the creator of Rick and Morty not involved in this? I really enjoyed the first game. But yeah, is Rick and... I thought this was owned by the Rick and Morty guy, which I think he's been canceled, so... Who's making this? Oh, a new weapon. Cool.
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
How's the audio? Does audio sound good? I don't think... Yeah, High on Life 2. That's interesting, again, because that guy, the creator, isn't involved now, so... It looks cool. My worry would be, like, does it have the personality the creator had with all of the stuff he creates? I don't know. Audio's good to Skylar? Awesome, thank you so much. What an interesting announcement. I wasn't expecting a sequel to High on Life. Ooh. This looks cool. Why am I getting, like, Assassin's Creed vibes? Oh, is this a sequel to that Xbox game? What was it called? Was it Trojan or Rome? A Plague Tale game? What? So is A Plague Tale now its own universe? Yeah, A Plague Tale is now its own, like, franchise, I guess. I still didn't get to play Plague 2. Or Plague Tale 2. Oh, we got some Justice music going on here. I'm a fan of Justice. Oh, a new controller? Oh, it's their mobile. They're announcing it. It's their new handheld. Ah, okay. They're finally announcing their handheld. Seamless play. What's the price point? You have too many handhelds on the market. So many. Okay, I had thought Xbox had said they weren't doing that, but I guess they are, definitely. They're definitely doing a handheld, there it is. Holiday. Interesting. 24 gigs of RAM,
Xbox,
that's really
we
good.
strive to put the player first.
24
and
gigs
that's what
RAM
you've seen
and
from
1
us over the
terabyte?
years. We've
Not a
led
ton,
the industry
but
with backward
something.
compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression. We delivered Game Pass, first on console, then on PC,
Interesting,
and
they
with
announced the
cloud gaming.
handheld.
So what's next?
Kinda wasn't
How can we
expecting
give
that.
you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device.
Okay.
The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year.
Whoa!
In fact, every
Silksong
new
is
game
on
you see
Game
in today's
Pass?
show will be playable on the Xbox Ally.
Wow.
We have
Silksong-
always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen.
So is
That's why we're
Silksong on
investing in
every
Xbox Play Anywhere.
on
Whether
Game
you're playing
Pass
on console,
PC and
PC,
Xbox,
Smart
or is it
TV,
just
or
on the
any Windows
handheld?
handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements.
Oh, I wasn't
There are
expecting
over
Silksong to show
1,000
up
Xbox
here.
Play Anywhere games
Interesting.
on Xbox today. And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere. And because it's Xbox,
I think if Silksong
you can
ends up
always
being
have
on
access to
Game
Game
Pass
Pass
on
with
the
a diverse
Xbox
lineup
and the
of
PC
games
as
from
well,
the biggest
that
franchises
would be a
to
big
critically
deal.
acclaimed indie
That's a
hits.
big game to get
This
to
is the
Game
freedom we
Pass.
believe players
It better
should
not just be
have.
on the handheld, 'cause
Any game,
I think that would kind of
anywhere,
ruin the.
and we are giving it our all every day
intrigue
to
of that.
make this vision real. But it all comes back to the games. From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolves Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I
Who did she
can't
say
wait for
was
you
the
to
developer?
explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
The Blood of Dawnwalker. That's a bad name. Oh, Bandai Namco. Okay. That's a bad name.
Monsters have always been
Vampire
here,
game?
watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives, but we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead. Their worst nightmare.
Oh, I was gonna say. I'm a light. What are they? Mixed.
A Dawnwalker.
What do they used to call Wesley Snipes and Blade?
Trapped between the two worlds.
Oh, a hybrid. I'm a hybrid.
Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all.
He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
Interesting idea. Medieval vampire game. Okay, I'm actually intrigued by that. That looked kind of cool. That on Game Pass? Very interesting. That's something I might dig.
World premiere.
This is Fable. What? Mario? What is this little guy? It looks like Super Meat Boy or something. I like this. This game looks hard. Yeah, it reminds me of like Super Meat Boy or Explosion Man, one of those like older Xbox arcade games.
Super Meat Boy 3D!
Oh, it is Super Meat Boy. Oh, wow. Huh. Okay, I liked Meat Boy back in the day. I'm down for that. Wow.
Watch your back, Yakumo.
Team Ninja.
You're a wanted criminal now.
This Ninja Gaiden?
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself.
Yeah.
It's my mission. My duty as a Raven Ninja.
Breaking
this game looks really
Dragon
cool.
Free has its
this is a newer one. That's why I said, dang, I wasn't expecting to see Super Meat Boy. Yeah, I really liked Super Meat Boy back in the day.
Sayori.
Ryu, there's something I need your help with.
This game looks really fun too, but it looks really hard. You get your ASS kick playing this game. Is that a shark with a ghost on his mouth? What the heck?
The Dark Dragon is mine.
Comes out on my birthday. What? Hey, Amy Lee's in chat. Amy says, hi, how are you? Good morning. Good morning to you, Amy Lee. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, DLC for this game?
Here we go.
Good luck, Indy.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
Yeah, an expansion.
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch. Find the secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
Templars. Ooh, expansion. Alright, give me some. Give me freaking spitting over. Give me some of the good stuff. I think that pizza like dried my mouth. A great creature appeared in this land. Souls like another one. The beast spewed forth blight, corrupting all evil. Game Freak? Pokemon? Does Game Freak make it something other than Pokemon? I thought Game Freak only made Pokemon games. This is definitely not a Pokemon game. What the heck?
西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
So it's like a Souls-like made by Game Freak? But it's not Pokemon. What? Weird. Beast of Reincarnation.
風次後エマ、お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
Huh. Game Freak's making... Skylar said, Game Freak? Dang, yeah, I'm surprised by that. I gotta look it up. I didn't know Game Freak made anything other than Pokemon.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine. Because they swoop their filth down to us.
Does Game Freak make anything?
Yeah, you pay for it! Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in the mud.
Oh, Game Freak does make stuff other than Pokemon. Okay, they just make a lot. They just make a lot of Pokemon. Huh.
Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
Seems like they mainly focus on Pokemon, but they do occasionally make something else.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one of
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Lord Griswick.
Bertolt!
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
tall,
Yes, sir.
built rather slim, well, muscular.
Mm-hmm.
Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a
Character
mustache.
creator?
No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my
What
good
is
side this
happening
time.
here?
Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy!
There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No!
This game.
I'll hurt
be
you,
new.
you fucking meat sack! I'll leave you with a pissing pan of peaches!
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
So a narrative-focused first-person...
And too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's
Steampunk
why it
game?
pays to be
Or-
clever and well-armed.
What kind of game is it? Is it more like BioShock, or is it more...
Let's go and end a few arguments.
Are you making decisions that
Don't get
affect the
cocky.
narrative?
They've got a
or-
weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with
Okay.
time.
Time focus. feel like I've seen this game.
Put the bullet
They
back in
showed
the
this
barrel.
game before.
Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell ya, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Is this that Clockwork game? It's like a Clockwork something. Clockwork Revolution? Okay, they did show this game previously.
Now let me alone and piss off!
That game looks so different than what they showed either last year or the year before. It looks like
creative
they
teams
changed it a
are
lot.
dedicated to bringing players
I didn't even see the same
award-winning,
characters from the
record-breaking, critically acclaimed
time we
games.
saw it.
Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom: The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4: Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through
be
TV
honest, so far,
and film.
Xbox
A
hasn't-
Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV
I haven't really
series
seen
broke
anything that,
records
like,
and
really
brought millions
intrigues
of
me.
players into the game. We have more projects in the works
Hopefully they got
as
a lot more
gaming
to show.
continues to influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 this October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year.
Oh.
You'll get to go deeper on it in our Direct, but until then, let's take a look.
World premiere.
We've only got to be like halfway through, right? I mean, again, I don't feel like nothing I've seen so far has really like totally blown me away.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast! With new flexible legs, the Yoke Girth action figure can ride anything!
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the
this is the
backyard
third game
of a
Obsidian's
deranged
working on.
scientist. Formerly
Is it a
evil
sequel to
company
that game?
Eminent Practical
What was it called?
Technologies was set to dedicate a
was like Honey, I
statue
Shrunk
of the
the
4
Kids or something?
teenagers, fast food science
I actually
robot
played that on stream
Burgle,
for a
and
little bit.
Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
You gotta keep them separated.
Okay, I liked this first game a little bit. It wasn't like I kind of wanted to play a little more of it, but I don't know, I fell off. I think my problem with it is it's not my type of game. I played it because I like the idea, but I just don't like these like building survival games. Grounded, that's right. Like, again, I love the idea of Grounded, but it's very hard. I'm not patient enough to do like the survival games where you build and survive and all that crap.
Predecessor ND3500 reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
Bloober team, okay.
Encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
Okay, we got Bloober team. After Silent Hill 2 remake, I'm interested in what else they're doing.
Is highly unusual.
Just like Dead Space.
They become exceptionally aggressive.
I like the vibes.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
Chronos, the new
They
dawn.
seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Ew.
Such is our calling. Such is our calling.
Okay, that might be a play for me. That look cool. Mix of like Dead Space and I don't know. I kind of like that vibe, that theme. Looks good so far, said Veronica. Yeah. Veronica said, yeah, not a fan of these games either. Probably Minecraft, but only for a couple of hours. Yeah, that's about as long as I played it for. I played the first one for maybe just a little bit. The idea of it being Elder Scrolls is just like, to me.
World premiere.
That's not Elder Scrolls. That's not the Elder Scrolls I want.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold one to mission control. We're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now! Thomas, come in!
Ariane.
copyright, please. Looks cool. Like, I'd be down to play it. Just like an adventure platformer game.
Wherever you are,
Belly on.
I'll find you.
I'm surprised she lived through that crash at Skylar. It's a video game. People can survive anything. Come on, Xbox. Where's like... Oh, my fanboy is showing. I'm wanting to see...
World premiere.
Specific things. Alien, said Veronica?
Welcome
No,
to
definitely
England,
not
Mr.
Alien.
David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations, much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand, a hotel famous across the land. Every room used to be in such high demand. Your wish I'll command here at the Grand.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man, like he was.
I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to.
I have no idea
Because if they
what
find
this is
out,
supposed to be.
they will wicker man your ass.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking bad. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
There are no ghosts at the Grand. What the heck was that? I don't even know. I have no idea what that game was supposed to be. I don't know if I liked it or didn't like it. Hey, Robot Slayer himself just joined. What's up,
There are
Robot?
as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens, and when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland would be my daughter?
She unlocked the heavenly spear, but is she worthy?
Hey, Age of Empires expansion or something. Or Age of Mythology. I don't know why I said Age of Empires.
Rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
Grounded 2, Chronos, and others. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of announcements. Nothing so far that I've been like... That Chronos game I thought kind of looked
국가의
cool.
자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이
They also had a High on Life 2
집단의 이익을
sequel that was
저해한다.
announced. That I'm kind of curious about.
당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정이
Definitely Xbox has none of their big announcements have happened yet. It's been smaller stuff so far.
지정태.
Mudang, 2 hearts. Mudang? Is it Mudang or Mudang? Mudang's something else. Mudang.
World premiere.
World premiere. Thunderful. I've heard of Thunderful.
E ora Olaien lo ite fatigi. Novo. Ilo? Te kemaite mana. Muite unanite waiora. Dia. Novo tu alibemo iwalotaname. Ona utalima di efema. Teonami. Toma tua calia terali.
Odyssey continues? I don't know. What's continuing? Planet of Lana 2. I have never heard of that. I haven't heard of Planet of Lana 1. Interesting. Oh, I forgot to mention, you guys might not have been here, but there was a Game Freak announced a game earlier. I totally forgot. That's right, Game Freak, the creator of Pokemon, or the developer team behind Pokemon.
Well, hello there.
It was super
Beautiful
weird.
day to relax by the old
Game
fishing
Freak
hole.
announced a
Wouldn't
game,
you
and I'm
say?
like, wait, is this Pokemon?
When it
or
comes
what?
to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity. Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every
It's like a
walk
weird
of waterway,
looking,
from its
action
mightiest of rivers
RPG.
to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards. What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails. Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout. Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
Gone fishing. Good name.
World
That game was called
premiere.
Beast of Reincarnation. That's right. That looked kind of interesting. Solo level. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere. Eyes are all dry. Ristiki said, I did not know they made other games other than Pokemon. Apparently the last handful of years they've strictly stuck with Pokemon. But apparently like a while ago they did make other stuff, but yeah, for the last handful of years they've mainly been Pokemon. I think that's why people may not know that they make other stuff. Solo leveling. Veronica, oh. Looks like there's some love for solo leveling in chat. I feel like I've heard that name
World
somewhere.
premiere.
Oh, this is cute. Is this another like Pokemon? Oh, it's a it's a new like. It's a new like wannabe Pokemon game. Okay. It's a Pokemon like. Ah, this looks cool. What the heck? So, Pokemon cutesy game where you fight the Pokemon yourself. It looks like you can also, or you turn into the Pokemon that you're battling. This looks cool. Animo. Ah, I'm interested in that. What was that? Like a weird...
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen
Not exactly
since we announced
Pokemon,
Tony Hawk's
and
Pro
not
Skater
exactly
3 and
Power
4 a
World.
few months ago. These games have
I'm
changed my
interested
life.
in that.
But more than that, I've seen
I
them
hope
help
it's not,
spread
like,
a love
online.
and
I would rather
appreciation
play
for
something
skating all
offline
over
that I
the
can,
world.
like-
And that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parts, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
I enjoyed the previous remaster of 1 and 2. That was a good time.
Watch it,
Babe, Bam Margera. Ninja Turtle. Michelangelo. Ooh. Doom guy. Doom guys in Tony Hawk? Okay. Freaking Doom Slayers and Tony Hawk. Interesting.
World premiere.
What is this? From the creators of Spiritfarer. Spiritfarer is a big game. We finally got Mikey since Kyler. Mikey and Doom Guy can now coexist together as a robot. Sobbing. I need a fan art of Doom Guy and Mikey now since we're on it. At Fate's End. Okay. A lot of indie games for Xbox this year. I think you're seeing this is indie game heavy. There's like tons of indie games. Which is, no. Gears of War! Grom. Experience the groundbreaking original. Change gaming forever. Let's go, Gears. It's coming to more players than ever before.
Look who decided to show up.
Oh, it looks... Oh, the visuals look so much better. Cross-platform, cross-play.
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Still got the Berserker.
Looks like they upgraded.
Chainsaw.
Nausea, baby! Let's do this. This is gonna be awesome. Form up!
Woo, baby! I like this shit. Woo! Coltrane. I'm down to play more Gears. Yes, I'll play more Gears.
World premiere.
I would not skip out on my buddies Baird and Dub and Coltrane. Of course, Marcus. Wow, can't wait for more Gears, said Reese. Japan. What are we doing in Japan? Is this Persona? Oh, it is. Persona 4 Revival. A remake of Persona 4. Oh, wow. Didn't they do that last year? They made a remake of Persona 3? Are they just Xbox is just remaking all of them?
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us. You won't hear us. And the only way you'd ever know it is if that's what we wanted.
So we got more Sea of
As
Thieves.
smugglers, we deal in the goods others
No way
are
Persona
afraid
4
to
said
handle.
Skylar.
Guns,
In the pre-show, the guy was
explosives.
talking about how he wanted to see more Persona.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question
I guess that's not
is,
totally unexpected.
can you handle that?
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the room, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing.
That's why I said the remake of Persona 3 is called Persona 3 Reloaded.
Just do whatever it takes to get the job
Yeah,
done.
I remember seeing that last year.
You are pirates after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
Season 17, goodness. Oh yeah, Persona 3 Reload. It looked fun. Very much enjoyed the music, said Reese.
World premiere.
Back where at? Why did he cuss?
This is ridiculous. Please.
Is that the guy from GTA? No. What the flip? Is this The Boys? What is this? Oh, this I've never watched this show.
Not even close.
This show's good, right? I know a lot of people like it. What's his name? Omega Man or... Like, is it based on comics or something?
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
I'm not your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you!
Oh, it's a fighting game. What the heck?
Ready to bleed? This is over.
Does Invincible have enough characters to be a fighting game?
All right, coming through.
What in the world?
Let's do this!
Gotcha. Come here. Need a hand? Might want to look up.
Yeah, how you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
It's a cool idea, but... But Invincible, does Invincible have enough characters? Interesting. Sorry, I missed stuff in chat. A bunch of people saying Invincible. Holy crap. Omni-Man and Invincible. Omni-Man, not Omega Man. I don't know why. Final Fantasy VII? What? Wow, fighting game Invincible, so expected. That's very odd. Again, I've never watched Invincible, so I know it's popular, but a fighting game by itself? Sheesh.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
So Final Fantasy integrates coming to Xbox. This is 16. Wasn't 16 already on Xbox? It wasn't. Come to me, Ifrit.
Valisthea cannot endure a second.
I really liked Final Fantasy 16. If you guys didn't see my stream for that, that was a fun game. Available today, nice. Holy cow, fighting game. Yeah, Adam Eve. I might have enough characters to Skylar. Yeah, I didn't. If you would have asked me if it had enough characters for a game, I would have been like,
world.
I would have only been able to have named Omni-Man, and I would have even called him Omega Man like I did. Double Fine! Yo, Double Fine's here! Is this Psychonauts 3? It's gotta be Psychonauts 3, right? Let's go! Show me Raz! Show Raz, cowards! Definitely, it doesn't feel like Psychonauts. I don't think it's Psychonauts. Yeah, it's not Psychonauts, but it. The new IP from Double Fine? The Keeper. Okay, interesting. I was positive that was Psychonauts 3. Dang it. That still looked really cool.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences. And Keeper is no exception.
My bad. I thought it was Psychonauts.
Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe.
That's it?
Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork
This was a decent
Revolution.
Event, but this is weaker compared to last
Team
year.
Meets modern classic platformer.
I mean, I guess it can't be bangers every year.
Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year.
Yeah, they announced it was one of the first announcements
after showcase
of the
our
event.
direct
They
begins,
announced their handheld,
where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at The Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
All right, come on, at least make this one really cool. This has got to be something big.
World premiere.
I can't believe, man, this is definitely weaker than last year's. Definitely not as massive.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader.
The Guild?
Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives.
Is this Titanfall?
Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
no idea what this is.
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
Really? Oh, come on. Ending this out with another Call of Duty. Dang! Xbox, wow, this sucked. Really? You ended out with Call of Duty? Oh, come on. We didn't see Fable. We didn't see anything from Elder Scrolls. We didn't see... Wow. I mean, it wasn't a terrible event. I shouldn't say it sucked. It didn't suck, but it's like... That was not as good as last year. I mean, again, they don't all need to be bangers like last year. Last year was like an amazing
this has been the year of Obsidian,
showcase, but it was
without releasing it early this year, and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2. Which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage, so trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
You got excited for Nothing Said Robot? I don't know if it was for nothing, but it... Man, we didn't get anything. We didn't get Fable, nothing from Elder Scrolls. We didn't get Halo. Oh, man. None of the big stuff I was hoping to see, I saw.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1. It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around. So we're going deeper and more complex with everything for this sequel. Deeper story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel
I thought you were going to see more
that I helped
Fable.
co-create. It's really just a fantastic opportunity to explore
they
and
didn't
expand
announce
the
a
universe in
DLC
interesting
for
ways,
Avowed.
and to go even further with the
We didn't
themes
see
of how
more
people
Claire
are affected
Obscura.
by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
Yeah, there's
You
so
can
much
shoot your
we
way
didn't
through
see
it, you
here.
can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter
I was
what
almost
kind of
expecting a
playstyle that you
DLC
like,
for
this
Claire
is just
Obscura.
an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump
Like an
into,
expansion or
even if it's your
something.
first one.
The first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG. Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players even more of it.
We've also put a lot of investment into skills and traits that impact things like combat, conversations, and areas that we call RPG interactions, which are the part of the world where players can use their specific skills, perks, and backgrounds to solve problems in unique ways in our new, bigger worlds.
I love a deep RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles.
Like I said, I kind of do wish we got Psychonauts.
And
I
different
was
companions with
positive
different
that
abilities.
game looked like Psychonauts at first. Yeah, I can't believe that wasn't Psychonauts. Right when the lighthouse got up
In
and
the
started
first Outer
moving
Worlds, you
around,
start
I was
off
like,
as the Stranger,
oh,
which was
cool,
basically a blank
Psychonauts.
slate to build on top of with various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong. You're gonna be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Directorate. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds too, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick. So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance, and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well. Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Tell me, do you believe in signs? Not quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries. I could put your adventurous spirit to good use.
You get like lots of really cool, fun conversation options in the game, but we took that even further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. It could be something as simple as banging on a machine to get it to work.
One Day Robot, One Day, the Psychonauts.
After you've
To be
invested
fair,
in some of your
Psychonauts 2
traits,
didn't
your
come out
next
that long
choices
ago.
are going
What
to be
was it,
choosing your
2019,
skills.
2020?
The skills themselves
That would have
basically
been a
allow you
very
to build
quick
on your
turnaround for
playstyle
them
and
to
what your
already
character
have
is doing in the
Psychonauts
game.
3,
That will be everything from playing
near
stealthily
done.
to specking for an explosive specialty.
But, I don't know. That game still looked really cool. Was it The Watcher or something?
Throughout your entire journey, your character
probably
continues
end
to
up
change
playing
with the
that.
different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1, actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there. But we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit.
I cannot
just even
believe
having
they
one
ended
additional
that
skill
with the
point in
Call of
something can
Duty.
open up a lot more options in the
Like,
world
no
itself.
offense. I know Call of Duty
anybody's
is-
played Fallout New Vegas,
they're
they'll
big,
be very familiar with like the
like,
perk system. We
they're big
basically
seller, you know,
borrowed
that's
that,
what everyone buys,
but went
but,
even
like-
grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New
To
Vegas
me, that
did.
is not the game
But
that I,
here's
like,
the
walk
cool
away
thing,
being
right?
like,
We
oh,
check
wow,
and
another
use
Call of
perks
Duty.
for
I mean,
literally
maybe it's 'cause of
everything,
me.
right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available
Man,
to
just
everybody, but
finishing
if you
with the
select
Call of
that,
Duty
now you
seems
can actually
like-
go around and steal things out of people's pockets.
It seems basic, in my opinion. Like, you couldn't choose. You didn't have anything else?
There's another perk called heavy-handed, right? Where say you're a melee person,
Like,
what this does is now
and
your
that's,
power
again, that's
attacks that
crazy
you
for me to
use
say, because I
actually
know
knock
Call of
people
Duty
down.
is, like, it's one of the highest selling games every
Oh
single
man,
year.
I really
but
like
it's
the serial killer perk. As you start killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you
And I
a
hated that the
permanent
trailer-
health bonus
the
every
trailer
time you
sucked.
do it.
That trailer
We have
sucked.
this perk
The fact that
called
the trailer was
Assassin.
making it out
now,
to
this
be
is
like-
an early game perk that you can take,
Oh,
which
you know
every
these
time
people.
you stealth attack an enemy,
We're gonna
you're actually going to get
make it
a
seem as though
movement
these are
bonus for a
returning
certain amount
people
of
that
time.
everyone knows about. And I had no idea who, like, any of those people were.
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first
Sounds
game.
like they played it
but we wanted
safe.
to make it more
That or
personal
they just
to the
had
player. We
nothing
wanted it
to
to
show
really reflect how
that
you were
was
playing the game
as
and give you
big as that,
a
you know?
bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better, and more real than ever before. So, we turned to the team. And I told them, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You got bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing?
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire. Claire, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Tiny crime?
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay? But it's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
Do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back.
Okay.
Please. You, what do we got? Flaw.
Tiny crime.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour.
An hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3?
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you.
Likes to
Anything
stare
else?
at the sun.
One of my favorite flaws is something called bad knees. It will actually give you the option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
That's funny.
There's one called kleptomaniac.
Bad.
This is really interesting because what it does
I've got a bad
is
left
when you
knee,
steal something,
so
you can actually
I feel
sell
like
it
I'd
for
have
more
to-
bits than normal, and
I would
like
have
that
to have
sounds
that
really
on my
great.
character.
The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll
Bad
automatically
knees.
steal them. So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
One of our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer Flaw, and it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes, and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
If you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do,
So
well, you'll be
looking into
offered
the sun
flaw
can
of
affect
overprepared.
you. That's funny.
Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're going to take a debuff for a while. While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into
Let's
destructive
see.
weapons,
I thought the
or a
Community
rogue
Refresher, at
who
least
wants to
Utopia is
alpha
actually
strike their
hell or
enemies
something.
before they know what
Let
hit
my
them,
girl Claire steal things.
we also allow for a
It's not
lot of
stealing
fun
if
and
no one uses
experimental
Skyrim.
builds. You can be a mad scientist who utilizes gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors. Or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island. Not only do you kind of encounter this very early, and it's a very core one to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of prove that you're a friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
You could go guns blazing and you could just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across. You could sneak in, lower the bridge, and then actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side. You can bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across, or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way. There's even a really kind of messed up way, right? Which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. The companion who they just found is part of.
We're no different than the Vrees if we start tossing our own to the rats. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
From the very beginning of our discussions about the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor, and we can center them around anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in. Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom people will give up for security and luxury. For Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was founded by the inventor of the skip drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time, which are cutting off all the other colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other. The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses. The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the skip drives are causing the rifts and what can be done to stop them. Each of the factions have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives and their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And EnteR just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control all the trade routes between the colonies. In addition to expanding the themes and lore of the Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. EnteR's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been interacting with. So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're gonna be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium gas leaks at the Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by EnteR's Choice malefactors, have been corrected.
Some hotshot for hire just managed to fix the electrum leak in their repair facility. Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but we sure like the idea of all those broken auto mechanicals and all the excessive gasping and choking involved.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices. Your first companion is Niles. He's another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute Automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val. Marisol's part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help.
I'm crashing, y'all.
There's also a cultist named Azza, who's part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts, and in her case, violence in general. You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence or support her chaotic and dangerous tendencies.
I want to try and get in like an hour
At one time, EnteR's Choice had a
something.
program to graft soldiers with animal parts to make them more formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work, and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things. Finally, there's Tristan. He's a Protectorate arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is
Yeah,
your
like through
choice
the radio
to either help them
stations, I
judge
guess,
wrongdoers,
because they're different
or show them
factions.
what
You
true
can like
justice
either
looks
be
like.
heralded and
We definitely have reactivity in
acclaimed
the
on
game
one,
based
or
on
be
how you've
hated
been
and
treating your companions.
have
I won't
crap
reveal
talked
the
about
end
you
of the
on
game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
Companions are a very, very important part of merchandising, because that's the real beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen
Body
Alpha
pillow.
loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nah.
Art and propaganda.
The visuals of
Veronica
the
said
first
that's
Outer
Sonic.
Worlds
He's been in
depicted
the
a
whole
frontier
video.
colony in space.
Or maybe you haven't seen.
The Outer Worlds 2 is driven by an invasion of the Arcadia colony system by EnteR's choice, which shifts the visuals to be more reminiscent of a World War I-like setting in space. That evolution is seen across all aspects of the game, starting with the factions. How do you militarize everything, including extreme capitalists or math-crazed scientists? In a World War I setting, war comes with propaganda. The Sovereign uses it to maintain control. EnteR's choice uses it to help their bottom line. The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan.
That's like the third time he's shown up.
We want
or something.
players to feel like Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing
Fair
war.
enough, fair enough.
Fairfield, one of the first towns you encounter, was once under protectorate control, but has recently been taken over by EnteR's choice. They don't just occupy the town, they rebrand it with their signature style, repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring EnteR and the Moon Man. Showing the towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players. One of our priorities in visually realizing the world of the Outer Worlds 2 was making sure everything is clear and recognizable from the player standpoint. We want to make sure each faction has a particular look and design. So when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story. The first Outer Worlds was really about player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in the Outer Worlds 2, we really want to express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world, like government entities or religious structures. And then we elaborate on those.
With larger environments, we wanted to encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board. Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
We've aimed to make everything in the Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom. The RPG elements were the start, but that's touched our story, our art, and especially our gameplay. A good sequel is true to the original. That's first and foremost, right? Like, we all want to add in a bunch of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought, we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made in the Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good? Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C. Capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're gonna take those people, we're gonna make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds, pounds, pounds. Quick ones, ha, ha, not you, Dev. Here we go. What comes after C? O. Optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I wanna make them happy, so let's, okay? All right. Mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet, sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet, sweet. If you don't have rhythm, Brandon, just say it. Sweet, sweet pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B, burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay, well, it's a big part of the game. A, You gotta agonize about how many people are gonna be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us? Huh? We can't have one love story in this? How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down. Toi. In French, that means two. Sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself. Come on, Claire. We're on 2. And how do we end it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For The Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our sound effects really sell the weapon's fantasy, to things like how unique reload animation can add a lot of character to each weapon. We've increased the variety of weapons by including new weapon types, but also through a host of fun and unique weaponry. We have things like the Bourse Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades, or can even be eaten by the player for additional health. We have a weapon called Rookie's Reward that will actually level up the more you use it throughout the game. And every time it levels up, it's got fun fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got a fun little setup. We have a really fun weapon called the Pop-Up Gun. It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles. While your enemies are distracted, you can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage. New to The Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape, distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack, and even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly. And of course, science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the Shrink Ray. This time it's been upgraded so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
The Shrink Ray, that was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game, but we improved it though. So instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them, because we knew that that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies, they wanted to kick them, so we made sure to double down on that stuff.
In addition to things like our returning favorites, we also have some really fun and unique new science weapons. One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's really cool because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover or all kinds of different things, and they will continue to just hit them until they get destroyed. And we have another one that's just super cool called the Spectrum Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you do. One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy, vaporizing everything in its path. Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
Like another great one is Gary. If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we even have science armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
We're all about letting people play the game their way. There are some players who prefer to be immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a third-person perspective. Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two, letting you enjoy the experience in whatever way you like. One of the things I really like about having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor combinations and weapons that you can equip your player with. All of the actions that you could do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way, and you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. bigger choices, more reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit.
Obsidian makes really good stuff.
Remember, I played a game,
their
Outer Worlds 2 to life.
Avowed earlier this year.
And we can't wait for you to play it.
They make really good stuff.
Even though we've always been a multi-project studio, this is going to be the first time we've ever released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games. It is truly an exciting time here at Obsidian. We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding on franchises that we've created.
All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and cut off, like right when this is over.
We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best.
Sounds like they're starting
your
to wrap
world
up.
your way.
So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for joining me. We had Derpy Entertainment, Skylar Twilight. We had Amy Lee. Thank you so much, y'all. We had Veronica Rose. Let's see. We had Reese Tiki. Thank you so much, Reese. We had Robot Slayer himself. Thank you so much, Robot. And was that everybody? I feel like that was everyone. But yeah, I'm excited for this game too. This is another one that's on my radar. Overall, I did enjoy this event, but I'm just comparing it to last year.
With the Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also the promise
a bit of a
Xbox.
lesser than last year. Not
you
saying,
can play the
again,
Outer Worlds 2
not
on
one
this
every
Xbox,
year to be,
but it may be hard to play it when you're
know.
staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays the Outer Worlds 2. What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. So now this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this. I guess Bread. You ever play Bread where you take it out of one slot, put it in the other? I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or is launch the sequel to the pre-order, or like, why are any of us alive at any time? It doesn't matter. Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team. And big exit.
All right, y'all. Oh, pretty much. Oh, Odin Salty just joined. Yeah, literally the event's just ending. So, but yeah, that was the event. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Again, a bit of a disappointment. There was a lot of interesting stuff shown. Nothing really jumped out at me. Like we had mentioned it, but a couple. The Invincible fighting game had me kind of intrigued. The Chronos little like Dead Space looking spooky game. I was kind of intrigued by. Obviously, Super Meat Boy, that was a big one for me. And then sprinkled in between, man, again, just we didn't see any of the massive stuff I wanted to see. You had no Fable, no Halo, no Elder Scrolls. I mean, Elder Scrolls, I don't know why I was hoping to see something from that. And then, Reset It, and then a couple of the Final Fantasies getting moved over to Xbox, which is kind of cool. Tony Hawk, I already knew about Tony Hawk. Man, it just again, I think they're kind of a victim of last year's success, where it's like that was such a and then the new announcement of the handheld, the new Xbox handheld that they just put out. So, man, ending with Call of Duty. I know people love Call of Duty, but like, I don't know. For me, that's just not an exciting announcement to end with. I was especially they just came out with Call of Duty 6 like last year. It's like, I don't know. Wait, new Call of Duty said Odin. Yeah, they announced Call of Duty 7, which it's like maybe a lot of people will be excited for that, but I'm just like, you can show me anything else. Oh, we didn't even see Perfect Dark. I forgot. No Perfect Dark either. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, they didn't show like a lot. Persona 4 Remake, said Skylar. I guess, yeah. All right, I'll stop complaining. Yeah, that's essentially that's our video game announcement week coverage. I mean, I did the State of Play, Summer Game Fest, and now there's the Xbox event. What's it called? It's called Call of Duty 7, COD 7. I didn't see what the other name. There might have been more to the name, the title, but all right, everyone. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go take a nap, and then we'll be back on in just a little bit to play some Oblivion. I finally get to go back and play some Oblivion. I'm excited for that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you. I will see everybody in the next one. Keep an eye on. I'm going to be putting out a bunch of videos here. So, bye, everyone.